of the Crane Lady Pirates, Coach Jeremy Mullins. And for today's show, we're going to be doing a weekly recap with the head coach of the Crane Lady Pirates, Coach Jeremy Mullins. Recapping their games from the past couple of months, Crane played Miller here at home and it defeated Miller by a score of 53-42. Then they entered the Walnut Grove tournament during Christmas and they defeated Niangua by a score of 68-30. Then Crane also got another win in the Walnut Grove tournament and defeated Fortland by a score of 67-48. Then Crane also suffered a loss in the Walnut Grove tournament to Hartville by a score of 76-45, which was a loss to Hartville. Then Crane got another loss, which was against Richland, and they lost to Richland by a score of 56-39. Crane continued their road trip throughout after Christmas, and they played Purdy, a newcomer to the SWCL, and defeated Purdy by a score of 57-26. Then Crane also defeated Marion C. Early Morrisville, and they defeated Marion C. Early Morrisville by a score of 64-26. Then the Pirates went into the Marionville tournament, and they defeated Purdy once again by a score of 58-22. Then Crane also played Seymour, and they defeated Seymour by a score of 57-14. Crane also played their conference rival of Billings, and they defeated Billings by a score of 54-30. Then Crane played Ash Grove again, and they lost to Ash Grove by a score of 47-38. Then Crane ended the Seymour tournament in the championship game, and they defeated Rush by a score of 69-17. Then the Pirates went on the road and they played Blue Eye, and they lost to Blue Eye by a score of 69-54. Then the Pirates came back home, they played Galena and defeated them 62-32. Then they went on the road to play Forsyth, and they defeated Forsyth by a score of 62-57. Then the Pirates came back home and they played Verona and defeated them by a score of 70-64. And then the Pirates went back on the road to the Panhandle of Christian County, and they played Billings, and they defeated Billings by a score of 67-47. Coach, what was the main focus that you had going into those games all the way back from December around Christmas time?
Well, at Christmas time, we were still trying to gel and find our team identity, if you will. Going to the Walnut Grove tournament there at Christmas, it's a tough one. We come out and beat Niangua and a good Fortland team. Then I thought we had two tough losses. Hartville, which has been a top 10 ranked team in the state of Missouri, Class 2 all year. And then I think we laid that egg against Richland. I'm not taking anything away from Richland. They played well. They had a good game plan, but I didn't think we played up to anywhere to our capabilities. And then we had a good stretch. We had the Seymour tournament and won that one. We got to the Marionville tournament and got Ash Grove in the championship of that one, and we didn't play well again. And I'm not taking anything away from Ash Grove, but we shot horrendous. That was our fourth game in 5 days, so the legs were a little wary. So, and then we go down to Blue Eye, have a close one. We're down 6 at halftime, and then they had a bad third quarter, and they ended up beating us 15. So these last few games, getting Galena, Forsyth, Verona, and Billings, it's been really good for us. Tonight we have a tough Spokane team, so we'll have to see what we can do.
Lots of games that you had from about the middle of December all the way now into the beginning of February. What are the advantages that you saw from all those games from Christmas time until the last game that you guys had over in Billings?
I think my young girls have matured. My freshman and sophomore, I think they've stepped up and played a pivotal role in this. And some of my seniors have accepted their roles and grown with those and really accepted it and did some good things for us.
Lots of good things that happened in those advantages. Now we got to go to the opposite side of the advantages, which are the disadvantages. What are those disadvantages that you saw from those tournaments at Marionville, Seymour, Walnut Grove that happened around Christmas time, New Year's, in January, and the last couple of games?
I really don't think there was any. The whole season. Anybody will tell you the season is a growth period. It's a process. You're looking for process. You're looking for get better every game. At least at something. So I don't think there was any disadvantages out there.
No disadvantages to see. Now, there are corrections that you're going to have to be making. You're going to be taking on Spokane in just a little bit. What are the corrections that you're going to be making in between your last game against Billings until your next game coming up tonight against Spokane?
We need to do a better job of rebounding. We've got to rebound. Spokane has the Tate young lady. I think she's a junior. I'm not for sure, but she's just a beast on the boards. She's averaging close to somewhere 25 a game, points-wise, and probably 12 to 15 rebounds. We've got to stop her, and they've got some good guards to go along with her. Against their zone, we're going to have some good ball movement and see if we can put the ball in the hole.
One thing that happened in that big stretch of games, actually about 7 days ago, that was where Twyla Carasquillo, who is actually the Ozarks Sports Report Female Player of the Week for this week, who scored her 2,000th point against Hurley and then broke her school scoring record against Crane last Thursday. What were your words that make Carrasquillo the Ozarks Sports Report Female Player of the Week?
She can absolutely score the ball. So she's just a walking bucket. You know, anytime she gets in there, she'll face cut you. She can drive, she can rebound, she's physical, and she has a soft touch. So she's going to do well at the next level, and I wish her well. And she's, like I said, she's just a walking bucket.
Come down the road about a couple weeks or so is going to be your districts. You're the 2 seed in the districts, and where are your districts going to be at? Where's that tournament going to be at for Class 2 District 11?
We're going to be at Marionville this year. You know, it's a close drive, so I hope to see a big Crane crowd out there. We kick off our first district game is February the 16th. We play Galena, I believe, at 4 o'clock. So it's that next Saturday out there at Marionville. So we'll kick off districts there. You know, we are the 2 seed, so if we win that one, we'll probably see more than likely the 3 seed Ash Grove, and we're looking to go back and play them again.
Talk about those districts. What's going to be needed to help get those wins in the district tournament?
Well, we've got to stay healthy. We've got to play outstanding defense, and we've got to find ways to put the ball in the basket. Not only Hicks, because she's another one of them young ladies that she can get 20 or 30 on you a night, but my other players have got to find ways to score. They've got to put the ball in the hole.
Go all the way back from December once again, and we got to talk about that player of the week. Who would be your player of the week that shined out on that basketball court all the way back from December through January and now into the first part of February?
It had to be Madison Hicks. You know, she's been a steady force for us all season. Right now, I think she's averaging 23 points and 12 rebounds a game. So she's been a steadying force for us. And also she's getting about 3 blocks a game. So I would say throughout this season, Hicks has shined.
Any final words that you had to say to all those coaches that you played throughout December, all of January, and now into the first part of February? What would your words be to all those coaches that you played?
Good luck in districts.
Here with Coach Jeremy Mullins after getting his 250th career win against Miller tonight. Coach Mullins, what was the experiment that you were testing in the lab to bring a win against Miller tonight?
Well, we knew Miller's a young ball club, but they're very, very talented. So we had to rely on our post game this season like we have been all season. So it's worked for us, and we're going to continue to use that.
In the third quarter tonight, Madison Hicks scored her 1,000 career points. It was a big achievement that happens pretty much every year in high school basketball. What was going through Madison Hicks' mind before she scored her 1,000th career point?
Well, I don't think she knew. I think we kept it a secret from her, and she didn't know that she was that close to it. So when it did happen, I was glad she got it. Well-deserved and a good girl to do it.
You're going to be going up to Walnut Grove on Thursday night. You're going to be taking on Niagara in the Walnut Grove tournament. It goes all the way through the week of Christmas and then all the way until, you believe, the day after New Year's. Yes? What's going to be the firepower against Niagara in the Walnut Grove tournament?
It's going to be the same thing we've been concentrating on all year: some defensive pressure, continue to rebound, and hopefully put the ball in the hole.
Guys, final words to say to the head coach of the Miller Lady Cardinals, Coach Hannah Wilkerson, after that loss to you guys. What would your words be to Coach Wilkerson and the Miller Lady Cardinals?
She's got a really talented team. She does a good job with it, and good luck for the team.
All right, thanks for taking the time with Coach Mullins. Congratulations on 250 career wins. Also, congratulations to Madison Hicks on scoring her 1,000th career point. And best luck to you guys against Niagara in the Walnut Grove tournament.
Thank you.
Here with a senior, Madison Hicks, after a big night, who scored her 1,000th career point tonight against Miller. Madison Hicks, what was the chemistry that you had tonight before this game, before you scored your 1,000th career point?
Just try not to focus on it and do my best to play team basketball. Whatever happens, it happened. And it just worked out that way.
Also, you were the lead scorer, scoring 22 points tonight against Miller. What was Coach Mullins' words before tonight's game against Miller tonight?
We knew they were going to pack the lane pretty tight, so we'd have to make them move a lot, work the ball inside out. I knew if I didn't have a shot, then I'd have one of my guards open, so we just did our best to play team ball.
coming up on Thursday, you'll be at Walnut Grove in the Walnut Grove tournament. You'll be playing Niagara. What's going to be the main focus to hope they're going to win against Niagara?
We're still working on, beating that fast. We're working on our offenses, just perfecting those and getting the best possible work through scores.
Got any final words to say to the head coach of the Miller Lady Cardinals, Coach Hannah Wilkinson? What would be your final words to Coach Wilkinson from the Miller Lady Cardinals?
We've come across in the past couple of years. She's a great coach. She's done a lot for their program, and they have great girls, so all the respect to her.
Thanks for coming to Madison Hicks. Congratulations on that 1,000 career point. Also, good game tonight. That's what you guys in the Walnut Grove tournament.
Thank you.
Here with the head coach of the Crane Lady Pirates, Coach Jeremy Mullins, after coming back home to a 66-30 win against Sparta tonight. Coach Mullins, what was the main focus that you had going into this game against Sparta?
Concentration, defensive toughness, and a whole lot more effort than we showed the other night, Friday night at Marionville against Ash Grove. I thought we had something to prove after that game. I wanted to test their resolve because we didn't show up the other night. So I thought they responded well to a decent, a well-coached and Sparta team.
Lots of concentration tonight and a lot of big scores tonight that happened on the court. One of your scores was Madison Hicks, who scored 12 points tonight against Sparta. What was going through her mind tonight to score those 12 points against Sparta?
Hopefully, just get some more touches. The last game she went 7-17. We talked to her about that, made her watch the film. I think her concentration and squaring up were a big part of it, and just finishing in the basket.
What we hear is you're going to be going on the road. You're going to be taking on, we believe it's going to be Galena. We don't know, but what's going to be the main firepower that's going to be going up against your next opponent, which may be Galena?
Next, this coming Wednesday, we have Rush at Seymour to finish up the Seymour tournament, and then we got to turn around and go to Blue Eye, who's a state-ranked team at their place, so it's going to be double tough. I heard Colonel Connor Patton is back, so they're going to be firing on all cylinders and testing our resolve.
If you had a final word to say to head coach Josh Loveland of the Sparta Trojans after that 66-30 loss to you guys, what would your final words be to Coach Loveland of the Sparta Trojans?
He did well. Coach Loveland and I go way back. He was a student taught for me. He's a great guy, even better coach. And, next year he's got a whole bunch of studs coming, so roles could be reversed if we don't step it up.
All right, thanks for taking the time with us, Coach Mullins. Congratulations on that big win. Best luck to you guys at the Seymour tournament and at Blue Eye.
Thank you very much.
Here with the lead scorer tonight of the Crane Lady Pirates, that's Madison Hicks, after scoring her uniform number tonight of 12 points. Madison, what was going through your mind tonight to score those 12 points against Sparta?
Tonight I was just focused on finishing and really working around the basket, footwork and everything. Haven't been doing too well on shooting percentages wise, so that was just going through my mind and fundamentals.
Been a while since you've been back home because you guys were on some big tournaments. You were at the Walnut Grove tournament, the Seymour tournament, which you guys had to finish up, and also the Marionville tournament. How does it feel to come back to Crane and also be back home for, which we believe it was about a month? How does that feel to come back home and get a win against Sparta?
Coming home always feels great. Your shots just fall better. You know where the boards are going to land. Getting a win at home with the crowd's even better.
You're going to be finishing up that Seymour tournament. We believe you're going to be taking on Rush, and then you'll be taking on Blue Eye. What's going to be the firepower to beat Blue Eye and Rush in the Seymour tournament?
To beat Rush, it's going to be fundamentals, really focusing and concentrating on what we need to do. And then Blue Eye is just going to be taking it up another step, another level. They're probably coming with a full court press, so we're going to have to be ready for that and adjust to it.
If there were any final words that you just say to Coach Josh Loveland of the Sparta Trojans, what would your final words be to Coach Josh Loveland of the Sparta Trojans?
I've known him a long time. He's a really good coach. A lot of respect to him. His players move the ball well, and they get really good looks, so they're just going to get better from here.
Thanks for taking the time with us, Madison Hicks. Congratulations on that win against Sparta. Best luck to you guys against Rush in the Seymour tournament and against Blue Eye.
Thank you.
Here with the head coach of the Crane Lady Pirates, Coach Jeremy Mullins, after that big 62-32 win against Galena tonight. Coach Mullins, what was the definition of this game tonight against Galena?
Ball movement. I thought we moved the ball well at times, especially in the interior. And out rebounding them, I believe. I haven't got the stats yet, but I think our rebounding was there tonight, and we've got to do that down the road to be successful.
Lots of rebounding and ball movement that happened tonight against Galena. Was there anything different against this Galena team only having no JV team tonight, only one game?
A little bit, it does. With that JV game in front of us, it helps my other varsity players get acclimated. It gives them time to settle down and get to the gym, and I think it puts their minds on it. So when you just come in and have one game, it's hard sometimes to get ready to go.
Two of your lead scorers for tonight was Madison Hicks and Emery Ellingsworth, who scored 26 and 17 points tonight. What was going through their minds tonight to score those big points tonight against Galena?
I think that is attributed to our post passing, our interior passing, our guards passing to our post and finding them at the high post, and their ability to finish. So I think they did well tonight in finishing.
Non-conference opponent coming here to Crane on Thursday night. That's going to be Verona. What's going to be the focus on to get another win against Verona?
Well, we've got to stop Triskilio, if I said that correctly. She's capable of getting 30 points, and they got another guard that's pretty salty, and also Rita. We've got to stop Rita in the post there, and I think running will be a key, and also rebounding and taking care of the basketball.
Is there any final words that you to say to Coach Argo of the Galena Bears? What would your final words be to Coach Argo from the Galena Bears?
He's a class act. He does a good job with his girls. His hard work is going to pay off.
Thanks for taking the time with us, Coach Mullins. Congratulations on that big win. We'll talk to you on Thursday night against Verona.
Thank you.
Here were two of the lead scorers tonight, Madison Hicks and Emery Ellingsworth, who put up 16 and 26 points tonight against Galena. Girls, what was the recipe that you guys had cooking tonight in that Pirates kitchen to help bring that 62-32 win against Galena?
We've been working a lot this week on getting post touches and being able to finish down low and be strong. We also worked on, when we're not available, getting our guards open and kicking it out and being able to knock down some shots.
Yeah, I'd agree with our post passes and just getting the ball around, moving it around.
Coach Mullins had the firepower tonight to bring up those 32 points tonight. What was the recipe that you guys had to score those individual points of 26 and 16 points?
Like I said, just putting time in the gym this week, really trying to finish through pressure and any fouls that might happen. Just really working hard this week to focus on that.
Yeah, I know we definitely did work a lot on our shooting and getting our post touches better. I think that's what helped us big time.
Individually, Madison Hicks, you played tonight's game. Only one foul tonight. It's not foul-less, but one foul. What was Coach Mullins' words when you only had one foul tonight?
He likes to keep us out of foul trouble, so he's always pretty proud of that. We just try to work on staying straight up, and we try not to let them get the ball so that we don't have to put ourselves in that situation to begin with.
Coming up on Thursday night, you'll be back home tonight. You're going to be taking on Verona. What's going to be Coach Mullins' words to help bring win number 14 against Verona on Thursday night?
I think definitely moving our feet, getting around their bigger post, just pretty much our feet movement, and I think also helping with our post touches like tonight will be big help.
They're not a conference component, but they are a district. Their district competition, so it's going to be a big game, and we're just going to look to move the ball like we have been doing pretty well, shooting our shots and staying out of foul trouble.
Are there any final words that you had to say to Coach Argo of the Galena Bears? What would your final words be to Coach Argo of the Galena Bears?
He's a great coach. He's got a group of fairly young girls, very respectable, good sportsmanship team.
I'd agree with that. Furthermore, I think we're going to be doing pretty good. I think his team has very good potential.
Thanks for taking the time with us, girls. Congratulations on that big 62-32 win against Galena tonight. We'll talk to you guys against Verona.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here with two of the lead scorers tonight, Madison Hicks and Sadie McMenemy, who scored 12 and 33 points tonight against Verona. Girls, what was your main focus that you had going up against Verona tonight?
We knew Twyla was going to be a really big issue for us. We had to stop her, so we put Mac here on her to play some defense. We knew we had to get the boards and stop their other shooters and control the drives.
Yep, just what Hicks said, stop Twyla. And so
I guarded Twyla, and everybody helped me guard her. And so the main thing was just stopping her. And
Twyla Carasquillo, who scored about 30 points tonight, and she was chasing you all game tonight, Madison Hicks. What was your game plan to help run away from her with those points?
Just to get my open shots and get good looks and finish those buckets that were pretty pivotal in the game.
And now another topic to talk about in this game was the intensity of this game. Back and forth, back and forth. It was tied about five or six times tonight. What was Coach Mullins' words to help regain that lead tonight against Verona?
We had a talk before the game today. He told us that no matter what, we don't give up, and we need to have confidence in ourselves because doubt will be our biggest issue for ourselves. It's a mental enemy of ours.
Yeah, what she said.
You guys are going to be going on the road back to conference play. You're going to be taking on Billings. In that panhandle of Christian County, what's going to be the main objective to help bring win number 16 against Billings?
Probably our defense and shooting. Shooting is a main part for us because we sometimes lack concentration, so hopefully we go in concentrated and just ready to go. Yeah, Billings also has some really good shooters. We got to play up in their face defense on them, make sure they don't get those open looks. Just don't give it to them very easily.
Is there any final words that you to say to the coach of the Verona Wildcats, that is Coach Weiss, and also their lead scorer tonight, Twyla Carasquillo, who actually broke her school record tonight? What would be your final words to both Carasquillo and Coach Weiss?
Twyla is an amazing player. Known of her for years, playing in the same area. Congratulations to her. That's a really great accomplishment. She's going to have big things in her future. And to Coach, that team has made strides since last year. They just keep improving and getting better. Yeah, congrats to Twyla on her big scoring record, and just good job to Coach. Just keep it up.
All right, thanks for taking that time with us, girls. Congratulations on that big 72-61 win against Verona. We'll talk to you guys on Thursday night back here against Spokane.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's going to wrap up our show for today. We hope you enjoyed our show. We hope you enjoyed us sitting down with the head coach of the Crane Lady Pirates basketball team, Coach Jeremy Mullins. If you'd like to stay connected with the Crane Lady Pirates through their social media, be sure to like them on Facebook. Follow them on Twitter. Their Twitter is at Crane Hoops. Once again, that's Crane Hoops on Twitter. If you'd like to stay connected with Ozarks Sports Report through their social media, be sure to like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, and check out our website. Our website is ozarksportsreport.wixsite.com/Ozark Sports Report. One final time, I want to thank head coach Jeremy Mullins for sitting down with us and recapping the last couple of months throughout this Crane season. One final time, I'm Adam Smith from the Ozark Sports Report saying, have a good day, everybody.